Alright, so let's start off with a recap before we get into today's activities. So, to for those that are unfamiliar, I am on a SaaS entrepreneurial journey, I guess, to make passive income around 5,000 to 10,000, ideally within a year, if possible, if not two. Since I'm living for transparency, I'm living with my parents at the moment, and the only sort of obligations financially that I have are for student loans. I have around 90,000 in student loans. I have about 10K saved up, and I don't need to start paying for another 6 months. So I have about 16 months of runway, since I'm going to be paying about $1,000 a month. Food is about 200 to 300, and there's no other expenses except with whatever resources I need, such as classes, books, and accounts, such as like the iOS app developer account. And yeah, so anyways, I'm taking this journey into two, I guess, phases, you could say. And the first phase is just building up the human capital, or my own, investing in myself. And in that sense, I mean learning what I need to learn to make this journey possible. My background isn't necessarily in coding, although I do have coding experience, more so with Python, and I have more machine learning and computer vision experience than I do app design or website design. But I need to, I guess, learn everything associated with app design. And I'm sidetracking a little bit. So essentially, I'm breaking down this journey into learning and then building. And the learning is three phases. First is the phase where it's like, how do you take an idea, validate it, and then make up the mock-up or the prototype that you then use to build. And that first phase is where I'm currently at, learning UX UI design. Then after that, going to learn market research, competitive analysis, and then after that, just tying it all up with lean methodology, customer discovery, all that good, all those good concepts. And yeah, so working on that right now. I think within a month or two, regardless of where I'm at with this first phase, I'm going to start the coding phase, because I've seen people who are in like a year or two of the same exact journey that I'm on, but they're only making like a few $100s a month, and that's not going to be able to cover loans. And so I'll probably have to dip into a little bit of my investments, which I don't want to, but that's why I'm trying to make this go as quickly as possible. And yeah, so I think the first update that I have is to my timeline, my UX UI design timeline. And again, I mentioned this is broken down to three phases. This first, I guess, phase of learning, or this first phase of idea, validation, and design, is broken up into three phases, which is here. And I've refined the first phase of this first phase. And before, it was kind of like all over the place. Had some I was more so going with like the resources that I found, like take this course, do this, blah blah blah. But now it's more topic oriented or organized. And so, for example, like the first phase is, I don't have any idea about this. I don't know anyone. I don't have any prior experience. Like, I'm completely starting, just staring off into the abyss, trying to make sense of everything. So that is essentially just research all these topics, research all these classes, get a bunch of links that I need to go through that seem like they're relevant, go on Reddit forums and see what other people are saying, go through other portfolios and see what skills they have, and try to get an idea of where I stand, where everything stands in relation to one another, and what's sort of like the process to to learn all these skills. And the next one is learn Figma. Previously, I had this course. I knew that I wanted to take it just because it's structured in a way where you're learning. Whereas if you just free ball it, then you don't really know where you'll end up. So yeah, I took that course, and then yesterday and the day before, I was kind of trying to figure out where do I go from here. I took this course. I don't just want to jump into these courses because then I will not have practiced what I learned here, and it'll just feel like there's too much learning going on and not enough application. And so now I've decided that I'm going to try to replicate lots of websites, lots of apps. Maybe I'll replicate just a few and then take these courses. But the idea really is just to understand Figma, but then also start to gaze sort of how these well-visited websites set up their websites. And then after that, because there's lots of like components and lots of other unique, or not unique, but like common icons, common patterns, there's going to be I'm going to need like to create components, and just the workflow in general in Figma. I get to the point where I'm working enough in Figma that there is something to refine and enhance my productivity. I can refine and enhance, I mean to say. And so that's where these courses will help, because I want Figma essentially to be an extension of my mind when it comes to creating apps and websites. And I took this overall sort of roadmap from, I think it was like in the Figma community, someone just drew it out and these steps made sense. So I'm kind of trying to adapt my tasks into these sets of steps. So after I learn Figma, I'm going to learn the UI and some graphic design fundamentals. And so what that looks like, I already took this course, but I took notes, so I can always just recap it once I am closer to this phase. So this phase is focused on understanding like the visual aspects of like a website and apps. And so for this, I want to learn UI design, which is a course, and then this is straight from the Figma community roadmap that I'm referencing. And so I need to make these more into tasks, or maybe make this a little bit more official. So for example, this first step lists the outcomes, or a brief summary sentence of why that step is there, and then the outcomes for that step, and then also the task within each step. So I think that would help, because I do want to share all of this information on my website for others that want to follow a similar path, or a parallel path that diverges at some point. But yeah, here you can see there's just visual theory. So we're talking about typography, color, composition, some other things. I'm not sure if they're necessarily applicable here. Visual research, you want to make it consistent. Guidelines, I'm not sure what creates the right atmosphere for using the product. Sure. Let's see. Iconography, illustration, yeah. So those are all good things to learn about. And then with all this UI learning, I want to have a case study with everything I learn. That takes me like a week or two. I want to follow it up with a project, something tangible that I can say, look, I've applied what I've learned here, so it's a little bit more ingrained, and I'm not just stacking learning on learning and then it all slips away after a few weeks. And then after that, this one I'm not too familiar with design processes, but it kind of makes sense where you're just sort of optimizing how you design. And so since I'll have an understanding of UI design, and I'll have a case study under me, then I'll want to sort of optimize how I'm designing and try to I guess, templatize it, make it streamline the process of designing. And so then with design, you then want to, I guess, improve how the user experiences it, because you can make it look pretty, but then how do you improve the overall process, which I think is what UX really gets at. And so yeah, design patterns, you're analyzing analyzing the users, what they're looking for, but as well as the system, prototyping, evaluation, UX writing. Yeah, so these are all things that I need to incorporate into my timeline, but I just have them there for the moment. And for this, I'm going to be taking Google UX Design certificate, and I've started that now actually, because there's 7 courses. Each course takes about a month at 7 hours a week, and I don't know that I'm able to devote more than like an hour a day. So it's really going to take 7 months to get through the Google UX course. So that's to say that like these steps, although in order, sometimes you just kind of have to go out of order to make everything work out. So then again, there's lots of learning here. First thing I want to do is try to apply it. And so here I'm getting closer to actually developing my own ideas. And so for here, one task I have is just to start thinking about ideas and organizing them into this note where I will I guess reference and start designing my own ideas. Next thing is, since we're looking at like projects, each project kind of has like a different feel for it. There's a different like voice and tone and brand to each app. There's a different user. So all these things are sort of like the personality or the character of a specific app. And so I think that's best sort of embodied in the design system. For example, Facebook has its own design system, or MailChimp or Airbnb. They all have sort of their own styles and colors, font styles, color palettes, UI cards. So they're all sort of unique, and that's it's similar to design processes in the sense that you're templatizing the process, if that makes any sense. So I added this because I think it might be useful to have like learn how to design systems for these apps that I'm building. So I can, if I'm like going back and forth between various apps, I can always just reference the design system that I made, or have like other designers that I'm bringing on help me improve other aspects of the app or add features or whatever. And then after that, it is a bit of a long journey, because let's see, this one I know probably like a month. This one's probably gonna take like another month. This one, I don't know, let's say like 1 to 2 weeks. This maybe like 1 to 2 weeks. This is gonna take. This one I'm honestly not sure, because I'm starting the Google UX course now, so I know it's gonna take 7 months because of the Google UX course, but that's in parallel, I guess, to a lot of these. Starting here, I guess. So we'll just say 7 months in total so far. Everything's gonna take 7 months. And then this, not sure. This maybe like 1 to 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And so we're looking at over like a year's worth of learning at least. Yeah, but as I mentioned before, I'm going to start learning and making apps while I'm learning UX design, so I can just UX UI design, so I can just start off running. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm not gonna wait until the end to then start making apps. I'm gonna start probably making apps like ideally like 6 months from now, and try to start making some money. Yeah. Yeah, so then anyways, continue learning. So after I finish all these courses, all this learning, all the structured learning, then it's just kind of like refining and continuing to mold the UX UI skills, muscles that I've started to develop. And so there's over, I think it was like 50 books that I've purchased. It it cost me a lot. It was about $500. Bought everything used. So it did take away a little bit from my runway, but I mean, I'm kind of like what do you call it? When someone's like quick to change, maybe rash, or I don't know the word. That's a little bit like, oh, that's gonna get me. I don't know the word, but yeah, just bought all these books, and I'm gonna start reading them. I'm on this book so far, reading 30 pages a day. So it's gonna take me about like 10-11 days to get through it, and so that's like 3 books a month. And so I can probably finish this in about 2 years. So I'm not even mad if it takes 2 years, because this isn't the only thing I'm doing. But having this down, I think, will definitely help me be a good business owner, I guess, or CEO. And it also helped me like guide other people, because I want to be an investor. I want to possibly have like a holding company or a firm where we make our own ideas. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's essentially the steps I'm going to take. I'm going to continue to refine this timeline, but that's how it's going. So now let's work on what we're here for. So the goal is, oh no, it was on the timeline. To work to use some of my Figma skills, Figma learnings, and start making websites and apps. And so the first one's going to be Airbnb. And let me just rename this website. All right, so let's look at this. How should we approach this? So the first part is there's 3 main well, let's just make the first page. The first page will lead to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different pages possibly. Well, okay, so yeah, 9 different pages. Let's just be super simple with Figma. And frame desktop. Let's just do the common desktop. And how do we approach this? How do we... Okay, let's do this first, because... Oh man, okay. I need to think about this. So the first thing we're seeing is just that it's... No, that's not the full page, that's because it's folded. 1905, is that what this is? With... Trying to find how to like... Oh, okay, that will help. This will help. Inspect elements. Wait. Oh, is it like... cause I see this has border radius. But I don't know what that means for what this is. What's this? What's this? What's... Wait, No, that's not what I want. What about this? Okay. So I'll just... What should I do? Let's first start off with a rectangle, or let's do a frame. And this will just be like that. And this fill will be the same as this. This has a... It's really 34. No, that doesn't seem right. This one seems kind of right. No, not quite. Maybe this one? It has to be here, right? It should be... No, that would be... Okay, I think this is the color of the text, right? Cursor, display, block, font. This. I need to get across from my screen. Wait. I think. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Google has better, like, what do you call it, tools to inspect stuff. Hold on. Alright, so where were we? Here. Then, oh, color. Just making sure the color is, how do I get the, properties. I'm sure there's like more tools. CS overview, capture overview. Okay, here we go. This one looks more like a, oh, I can't tell. D. What did we have? D. I think it's this one. And then the text, I think, is either this or 6A. So it says learn more about icons. So here, learn more about icons. And we'll just, like that, fill. No, it was this one. No, maybe two. Okay, and let's go back here. Element. Oh, what was it? No. Okay, so that was this. Background color. It's not black. How do they code their website with? Is there like a... Okay, so let's try this. I lost it. No. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I might have had something already. Color picker. E7, but does that align with... Huh. That's disabled. I don't know what to make of it. Background color, because... Oh, no, okay. That actually would make sense. And here. And let's see. 2222. Yeah, that makes sense as well. We had that. Okay, cool. And oops, we don't want that. Okay, so I just need the font and I guess the width. Yeah, that doesn't seem to change. Font, no, the height seems to stay the same, so inspect. Here it's about how do I get this div? So it's about 54 plus 5 plus 5 is 64. Why was that so hard? With height 64. Yeah, so then I just need to make the text a little bit smaller. And here, inspect. And then let's see. It should be at the top. Font family. Font weight is 600. Which means what? I don't know, I think we'll have to eye that. 600. Font size. No, wait. Font. So this says it's point. Quick Grammarly. This says it's which is how much? REM I think was 16. I think it's 16. says 15. Let's see if we can get the font family right. Oh, what was that? Huh. That seemed interesting. Where was I? Font family. I think on the other approach to take would have just been lay everything out and then go over the fonts. Yeah, I guess we can do that. And so the next part is, I don't know how to make it appear again. Let's just pause it for a second. No, that's not working. Maybe if I go here. Okay, so you can see this is one div, this is another div. This, wait. I'm not sure what that does. But it looks like this is one div, this would be another div, this is another div. The rest is another div. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. What is it? 7, 8, 9 divs. So let me just write this somewhere. 9 divs. And the next one. Okay. And the next one is this one with all the logos and stuff. So this is gonna have it. No, that's an icon. So let's see if we can how do let me just refresh. Inspect. Or maybe let's see if we can get the assets from here. Colors, font. No, I don't think we can. How can I get this? And it looks like it's a frame that disappears when there's less than a certain amount of space. That would, in Figma, this would be a frame where two logos, one logo would disappear. Let's see what that does. Didn't do what I expected. I guess we'll just have to Airbnb logo. PNG images. I think this is good enough. And then this, what I think we want to do is crop. And then go crop. That looks good. And then we do the same thing here. Crop. Something like that. Oh, there's a little bit more space between it though. Okay, and then these two we're going to frame selection, so now it's just one that we can work with, and we'll leave it that size for now. And so here at the top, stays experiences and online experiences. So we're gonna have another frame that's gonna have 3 different text boxes, stays, experiences, and what did it say? Online experiences. And this is should have been at the top. How do I even find this out? Inherited from... So how do I... font size 16 pixels, okay. And font style is normal. Font family is serial. Let's see if we have that. So here we have 16 pixels. 16? It's staying the same, so I guess it might be 16. And I guess it's 16. It seems kind of small. 16. Yeah, I guess. 16. And then these are all, it seems, aligned. Are they? Yeah. Yeah, I think they're aligned. So this... Okay, so that's aligned. This will have it be here for now. Why does that seem off? And this are, should it be in a frame? Not sure. But I'm pretty sure these would be their own frames since they're buttons when you highlight them over. When you hover over them, I mean. See, that's a button. Yeah, that's a button. Border box. But I don't know the radius. Maybe like 50? This frame selection. And so what we're gonna do is here, corner smoothing. Actually, first let's do effects, is it this one? No, stroke. We'll have it be 1, and we'll have constraints will be left and right, top and bottom. Yeah, I think. And then this will just how do we do the, oh, is it just here? Yeah. And we need some I don't remember how to do this part. Need some padding or some margin. But I think 50 was the right call. Wait, let me try. Yeah, basically after 50, I think it just is the same. How do I do hover? Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, it's about, if the font itself is 16 pixels, let's say it's like maybe another 16 top and bottom. Yeah. So, how can I do that though? Frame. Wait, let me see. I think I remember. So, so right now this is a text, that one, and then this is a frame. Let's do, okay, I think this is makes it easier. 16 times 3 is 48, so this should be, right? Why does that look so weird then? And why is this center? Okay, so that fixes this. But then, oh, it's a little bit longer as well. Let's say like 10 and 10 on each, or let's do another 16 to keep it even. So this is plus 32, 75. That looks okay. And then how much is spaces between? Maybe, so if we did 16, there's another 16, so it's like 32 from text to text, from character to character. So this is, okay, no, let's make the button for this one first. So this is frame selection, and then we're gonna add a stroke, so that shows up, and then we're gonna have 50, and oh no, okay, let's undo this. I have an idea. Copy properties, paste properties. Lame. No, better idea. What the? Experiences. Okay, so now we see we've broken it a little bit. Okay, so that's, what is this medieval music stuff? The gestures dance. Okay, and so this, let's say it's 100 plus 32, 132. Right? If I go from here to here, this is using the finger tool. Yeah, they're touching basically. So that's fine. Maybe just give it like 1 pixel of space. Nah, they're closer. Yeah, that's better, okay. And then let's delete this. Do another one here. Oh, wait. There's a way to do this. Auto layout. Horizontal gap. Oh, I think this is what I wanted. Horizontal gap 16. And this is what? Between items is, we don't need this since there's only one item. One in the center. Let's do mother. Online experiences. There we go. And then 1 pixel to the right. And so there we have that. Now these, we will remove the stroke, and so that's what we have left. But then that'll come in handy when we hover it. And so let's just actually write that down. 9 divs. To dos. Hover changes 3 selections. What's this medieval music? Hover changes 3 selections to have background. And this will be left. And then we'll just have that here. This will be here. We'll call this home. And what else? So that's this. Oh, this is what I want. Okay, this is 80 pixels. 80 pixels. This height 80. Okay, so now we need to align everything. This. What was that? This frame. Wait, this frame stays. And this frame, we all want these to be centered, sure. But then, oh, okay. So I think that centered everything. What was that? What is this grabbing? Huh. Let's add the stroke again. What happened? Stroke. But this one... Huh. Oh no, it's still... No. Okay, so here it's still good. And then what happens? So this left, right, top, bottom. Left, right, top, bottom, left, right, top, bottom. Hug. Oh, but... Wait. How did I... Oh, because these don't have auto layout. Okay, so now that's done. 80. So those are aligned. Oh, 102 by 80. So that tells us something. Not what I was looking for, but it helps. Wait. 102 by 80. Oh, because, okay. 102. But that does mean that we can... No, that's not what we want. How do we scale it from here? Okay, 102. No. No. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it manually. And... oh, serial was the other thing that I forgot to come back to. So this is enter sear. Sear. No. Circular Apple system. Let's see if we have circular. Nope. Apple symbols, nope. Roboto, we have Roboto. And all of these. Nope. Command. These will be Roboto. And let's see. These will be centered. Center was right here, right? Right. Yeah, so I guess we'll just add those into a frame. And then center this frame. Wait, is this not centered? Why isn't it telling me where the center of the page is? I guess that'll do. And what else? So that's centered. But the font weight is slightly different. Wait, I'm noticing something else as well. No, okay, they're just different colors. So will stay the same with medium. These will have like regular. No, I think it's... no, yeah, it does get slightly bolder. So we'll keep... maybe we'll try regular and then we'll see how light. We'll see how that works before we go to light. No, actually, okay. I also want to check the font. Of this. This would be that. Okay, how does that look? Huh. Oh, okay, there we go. Not bad. Okay. And what else? Yeah, so far looks good. Yeah, and then after, I think something I want to add as well is responsiveness to the Figma frame. But that'll be down the road. Let's add that just to our list. Frame. Because then I noticed the way that the middle part kind of is always centered, and then on this part is always constrained to the right, and then the logo is always constrained to the left. So I think all of that, like when it's static right now, you won't see, but when the frame itself is being adjusted, like, I think we can do this. Yeah, see, now it's just being cut off, but if we were to make it responsive, it would always... Actually, I know how to do this. Let's just see if we can center. Right? It should. I don't know. We'll have to test that. And that's a little UI card. Oh, this is taking longer. Okay, let me just go quickly through, like, build the structure, and then wait, first this had here we have, like, let's say 5 and 5 for corner radius mixed. And why aren't we seeing anything? Oh, I see. Wait. Okay, so I think in that case what we can do is this fill will just transfer over to the entire frame, and then everything else frame 2 will have a fill of white with corner radiuses. Cool. And right or no? And I think it's almost like there's a stroke. There's a stroke around it. There is a stroke around it. Color eye picker. E. This will have not effects. Stroke here of 1. And so we can, yeah. Yep. And so then below that we'll just add the other div. Let's see if we can just do this quickly, because this definitely took longer than I expected. So it's 78 plus 12, 90. Let me just add a new frame. Or I guess I can copy this one. No, this one has. Alright, I think I could do it quickly actually. Is it? Okay, so then here, just delete everything inside of it. No, wait. Ah, wrong one. And then frame 3, no stroke, and no corner radius. And then we said this was 90. And does this make sense though? Because it almost, no, yeah, the corner radius is there, it just disappears, I guess. It might be thicker than, no, I don't know. Maybe the drop shadow of this makes the bottom look less. No, I think this, all the gray, kind of makes it stand out. So we'll keep that for now. Can refine it later. And then the next part, so would be like the body, all the UI cards. And is there a way to tell how long the page is? I could just adjust. No. Inspect. I want the, oh, body. This should tell me. No. Body. Right. $968. It says $968. So it just doesn't feel right. We'll just keep it. And so that has nothing. Then this one, let's repeat this. Let's say we don't clip the content. If we're not clipping, then where does it go? Shouldn't it show? I don't know. And then this one's gonna say the text, past experiences, and let's actually, let me just make it like 2000. And yep, past experiences, and then after that we have this little thing, but this one's a lot shorter, and this one's gonna say inspiration. Inspiration for future getaways. Okay, and this. Oh, let's do 2,500. And this is gonna be like support, and then we'll copy it just to remember what's there, or what this box is supposed to be. Hosting, blah blah blah, and then the bottom footer. See, or let me just Airbnb, whatever. I know what a footer looks like, so that's there. And then what is left here? Home. If I do this, looks good. Okay. A lot of work, just I guess trying to understand, trying to get a feel for everything. About an hour 17. It started to feel like not as much work at the end and more so like entertaining. And I think some things that I'm already like telling from this website is that it's very like simple. Like already at the top, you don't have very many options. You just stays, experiences, online experiences, and then some other options that are like, I guess, helping you control the website that are kind of important. And then here, and then there's this, which again is very simple. It gives you suggestions, so you know sort of what to fill out, and can help narrow your search for these. I think this, I guess, is like almost like inspiration, right? Because yeah, it's almost like just inspiration in case you don't really know what you're looking for here. You can just be like, oh, some cool things. Yeah, because right now it's just showing experiences. No, wait, icons. These are icons, right? These are all icons. So it must be like a... it must be a new, what do you call it, like a new thing they're doing, or like a temperamental season. I don't even know the word, but right now they're trying to push out icons, and then you can still look for stays and experiences. And this is going to be like the other page that we do, because I'm pretty sure they're all templates or standard. Damn. 5 days for $4,000. That's insane. 5 days. Anyways. Yeah, so far it's going. Could have been better, but it was alright. I think like after Airbnb, this one's probably gonna take the longest. It's gonna take like probably another 5 hours at least. Yeah, I think around 5 hours, 6 hours should be done. And then once we start going to other pages, then it's just, we got a hang of like how do you find the colors, how do you find the icons, making all these frames with the div tool. Yeah. Alright, so I think that'll be all the work I do online today. Focus a little bit more offline. Design major websites with Figma. Let's do a major website with Figma, 1 hour. Have to do it again tomorrow. This is what I want to record, and then I'm going to review design portfolios, continue to process my notes, which I had here, all these YouTube videos. I want to put those into my tree of knowledge, which is here, and organize ideas for like 15 minutes, read the book, and then these are just some videos that I'm curious about. All right, see y'all tomorrow.